So here's my situation. I'm a CPAP user, and I bought this Transcend Micro for backpacking and also to use on a plane if I fly, which is coming up. I'm going on a trip, and it says that when you order this in the description, you have to use their battery with this machine. The issue I had with their battery is that there's only one port, and I was reading online that other people were able to use this machine with different batteries. So I bought this Go battery, it's called. Here. It's called the Go battery. It doesn't even say it on there, does it? My goal was to, so when I was camping, I used to carry this battery, which will charge my phone and my headlamp. Where's my headlamp? It'll charge my headlamp and my phone. If I was going on a 2-night backpacking trip, I would use this. If I was going on a 1-night trip, I would use this, and I wouldn't have to charge that, and this would charge my phone. So if I figure if I'm gonna carry a battery and I'm already carrying all this extra weight, I may as well try to eliminate this, which is why I bought this one. I was hoping that I'd be able to do all three: run the CPAP, charge my phone, and charge the headlamp. And I had an issue. So I lost some of my footage from when I was first starting to figure this problem out. But basically, with the Go battery came a whole handful of different wires, to hook up to all different CPAP machines, and none of them were the correct wire for this Transcend Micro. So I went back to Transcend's website and I bought their cable that's supposed to hook up to their battery. It had a USB-C on one end and the right barrel connector on the other. And you can see that I was drawing that the wall charger would put out 19.5 volts and it would run the machine. But this white cable I got here is the Transcend. It's their official cable. It was only $2. And see, I'm getting 21.4 volts, but it won't run the machine. And so I'm starting to realize that this thing wants a very specific voltage, and it wants that 19.5 volts, and I got to figure out a way to force this battery to put out 19.5 volts. So I got online. I was doing all this research, and I bought a few things off eBay to try out. I picked up a few things that I think will make this battery work with this CPAP. And one of them is this voltage tester. And basically what it's showing is that this port puts out 5 volts as it's rated to do, and this port is supposed to do, I think, up to 24 volts, isn't giving me anything. So, and then this port is giving me 5 volts also. I picked up this, I'm not even quite sure what you call it. It's some sort of a circuit board that you can dial in the voltage with this thing, and which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get it up to 19.5. 19.6 is what the wall toucher puts out. So I'm going to try and hook this wire to this board and see if it'll run it. So the outside of the barrel is black. I just gotta look, I gotta go online real quick and see if the outside of the barrel is supposed to be negative. I think it is. I couldn't find anything conclusive online, so I'm hooking up the black as negative. And tight. I'm a little nervous about this. We'll see. .5 volts. 19.6 volts. And it's sending an error code. And there's a reset for it. Let's just push and hold. It's working. Now, my only concern with this is that I have to fly on the plane. I'm going on a trip, and this looks like, you know, I mean, I gotta go through TSA with this. They're gonna like it's some sort of an explosive device. At least now I know that this is the issue, that it's a voltage issue. You know what? You know what I can do? Let's try it like this. Because I think this does the same thing. I don't know why that port isn't working. I really don't get it. Okay, so I should be able to get 20 volts from the DC. Let's see right here. This DC out, the barrel one should do 20 volts, and the USB-C. One of the USB-Cs, there's a 1 and a 2, but they're not labeled 1 and 2. Okay. So this does 5 volts though. I really don't understand why we're not getting power from this USB-C port. Doesn't make sense. Okay. That's giving us 5 volts. Some of these cables might not be for power delivery. Okay. Power from that port, but what I just did, actually, this might work. Except I gotta figure out the continuity here. So black is the outside of the barrel on both. Okay, let's plug it in. We gotta do our reset. Okay, so it's working. If this thing just freewheels without any load, like this, it'll turn off after I don't know, a few seconds. So let's see. I'm gonna try to test the voltage here with. $19.8. So that's awesome. So that's all I gotta do is I gotta tie these two wires together and I'll be good to go. I'll go to the auto parts store tomorrow and get some shrink wrap and tin the wires together. It's good enough. I mean, that's, if it holds, it holds. Okay, well, I need to go back to the auto parts store or something and find a piece of shrink wrap that will fit over top of this end and shrink down enough to actually seal this up. So I'm kind of like between two sizes. So just like a recap, I'm pretty sure that my issue from the get-go was that this USB-C port is not working. It's not putting out power. I don't know if I shorted it somehow. I don't know, but there's nothing I can do to get this one to put out power, and I can only get 20 volts from this battery here or here. So which is why I ended up going to this, and I kind of went on a wild goose chase trying all kinds of different things. What I initially wanted to do, and why part of the reason I didn't buy the Transcend battery, is because it can only do one thing at a time. So I'm hoping that I can operate the CPAP machine, charge my phone, and this my headlamp all at the same time. I got these real small wire that I use when I'm camping, and I got this website right here. You know what? I'm not, no affiliation, but I buy a lot of lightweight stuff from this website for backpacking, and So they got this little 6-inch wire, and then this little USB-C. Actually, no, it's a Lightning to, or whatever this thing is that Apple uses, to, what is that? USB mini or micro or something. So this is charging, and let's see if we can charge the headlamp. Okay, so the headlamp's charging. Okay, so mission accomplished. I'm not sure how many nights I'll be able to operate the CPAP and charge my phone, and the headlamp only doesn't have to be charged on the last night. So like, let's say if I go on an overnight trip, I don't have to charge my headlight because I don't need it a second night. If I go on a two-night trip, I only have to charge it one night. So, and it doesn't really take much battery anyways. So I don't know, I'm pretty happy actually. I was really stressed out that I had bought this expensive battery and this expensive machine, and I wasn't going to be able to use either of them. I thought I was going to have to go back and buy the AirSense, either buy the AirSense and run it with this, or go back and buy the other battery and have to carry this or this. I got this little charger from that Lightsmith website. This was big enough to charge my phone. If I just do an overnight trip, I can charge my phone with this thing. Let's see, right there is a USB-C.